color that is not matching your skin tone, and which is something that you want to cover most of the time, like when that's what the concealer is created for, because like concealer is there to cover your scars, pimple scars or pigmentation, but pimple scar can be get rid from your skin like a few weeks or either a few months. Okay, it will not take like years or either more than 6 months. Okay, pigmentation once it's appeared on your skin, it will take a long time, at least like 6 months. Okay, depends on how deep rooted it is. Okay, and when pigmentation is appearing, then it's so obvious and so clearly that can see on your skin, and is somehow like being so disturbing is like a black dot on a white paper. Like it's a focus point on your skin already. So yeah, that's why we would not want everyone to focus on the flaws that on our skin. Although wrinkles is also another flaws, but it comparing to the visibleness, spots, I think it will be more visible than wrinkles, because wrinkles you can just pretend cool, no laughing, or either you can either apply some mask and it will help to reduce the wrinkles the wrinkles deepness of the wrinkles deepness or seriousness of the wrinkle. Okay, so but for pigmentation, you can't just make it improve like with just one mask treatments or anything. You will need to use makeup to cover. And when you use makeup to cover, you tend to apply thicker makeup because you want to blend. You want to make the makeup looks more blend, more well blend. So that's why pigmentation. We will consider pigmentation is one of the most concerns that need to be treated. Like when customers have it, and I'm sure when we have it, we're also very worried about pigmentation. Like it's so obvious, and I want to get rid of it like soonest, right? Okay, so that's why Lumivi is so selling well in Malaysia. I think in all countries in AP, this set of product is sure will move very easily, because like most of our concern in Asia are to avoid from having dark skin tone, dull skin tone, and also pigmentation. So since we are going to talk about pigmentation, then we are going to tell you about something a little bit about pigments, okay? So that you know how to talk to customers about why they are having pigmentations or darker skin tone, okay? And I think we all know what causes skin to become dark, to have dark skin tone, or either to have dark spots or pigmentation. Mainly it caused by UV, okay? I know that most of us in Asia, we do not like to apply sunscreen because it's extra steps, and also it may be too greasy, it may be too thick, okay, and sometimes some of especially youngsters, or either those customers who have never heard about sunscreen, and they have never used sunscreen, although they already know there is sunscreen, but they choose not to use. They might have this pigmentation to show up more easily than the others, okay? Because what you can see from the picture here, UV, there is UVA and B, which can penetrate through your skin layer no matter how deep it is, okay? Later we'll talk more about this. And beside this, if you're having scars, let's say you're having pimples, why after pimples that your scar will become darker? Okay, because when you are having scars, right, then the scars, once it dry up, will peel off, right? And the skin below the dry scars skin, it will look like a little bit fairer than other area. So that's why once the skin that is fairer is exposed, then melanin will start to react. They will try to cover the patch, right? That small patch, the fairer skin patch, to cover with melanin. So that's how it be turning into a darker color once the scars is dry up and the top skin have been peeled off. Okay, so but that one, it will just take a little while, like a few weeks or maybe a few months to get rid of it. So that one is okay, because like as long as you just have as long as you keep pimples from appearing, then this will get rid of your skin. Okay, but there's also another concern that we might know and we might not notice that it will happen, which is aging. Aging, I think what we call the spots that comes after aging, I think we all know it, like aging spot, right? Age spot, pigmentation, dark spot, all these are considered as pigmentation, or either in medical terms, we will call these like melasma or either hyperpigmentation, which means that the spot is more intense than your skin color. Okay, so yeah, that's about the melanins and the pigmentations are basic of the pigmentations. And beside that, you might notice some of the customer may have uneven skin tone. Okay, like some of them may have a darker forehead and darker cheekbones area and darker nose bridge area anywhere. Okay, because that if you're not wearing sunscreen, we our skin, right, is not like how to say, it will not turn dark in a even manner when you walk under the sun without sunscreen, because we have to understand that our facial features is not as flat like a mirror, it's not as flat like a flat surface. Okay, so that's why the UV, when it's exposing onto your skin, it may not cover every part evenly. So that's why some of the protruding part, like your cheeks, your nose, your forehead, all these areas will look more darker than the other area. Okay, so that's why sometimes all these areas, it tends to have more spots. Okay, just like what you see in the picture. Okay, so on the left, you can see that it's uneven skin tone, whereby the forehead is look a bit darker and the cheek as well. So these are the areas more protruding, and when light comes in, it will surely expose to this area more, and therefore it will have like uneven developing of a darker skin tone, and it may not be as even as sunbathing. Like when you are doing sunbathing, like why people choose to use UV, like the sunbathing bed instead of natural sunlight, is because that one, it covers more evenly. But this one is different thing. If you're using natural sunlight, normally what you will get is like a half oil skin tone, is like uneven skin tone. Okay, so yeah, and so that's why it's very important to take care of your skin with sunscreen. Okay, because we will not wanted like pigmentation, and also some of us, if we, like some of the foreigners, they like to do sunbathing, right? If they do not know how to sunbathe, like bake their skin evenly, then they might have this effect as well. Okay, and how do we prevent, and also how do we treat? Like it's very obvious that we need to use sunscreen. Okay, that is the one and only product that provide a barrier to protect your skin from from UV damage. Okay, it's just like when you're feeling cold, you will always need a coat. Okay, you will always need a fur coat or either a thicker cloth to cover your skin so that you don't feel cold on a colder days or winter days. Okay, so sunscreen, it just acts the same like your coat. Okay, like it acts as an external barrier to prevent your skin from contacting UVs. Okay, and beside this, you might already have developed some pigmentations underneath of your skin, and you might not see now. But if you're not wearing sunscreen and you walk under the sun for a few for longer time, and you might have chance already having pigmentation develop underneath of your skin, and it's just a matter of time whether how long it takes to surface up to your skin. So don't think that if you are not having any pigmentation, your skin will be safe from pigmentation. Okay, because you might have to recall your memory that when are the days where you don't apply sunscreen. Okay. So that's why even though when you're young, you thought like, oh, I'm still young and since young I don't use any sunscreen, and until now I'm 20 plus, my skin still looks very fair. Don't think that it might appear one day, we just need to wear. Okay, because when we are young, usually our parents didn't have a mindset of talking about, oh, children need a sunscreen. Okay.